What is up, Big MX radio listeners, viewers, even if you're on the podcast, if you're listening to the podcast or you're watching on the YouTube, although we don't get a lot of views in here, we'd love some more, love some comments as well. Love to hear from you guys. I am your host, Brad Gebhart, and this particular video, we're spinning the clocks back 15 years. Doesn't feel like 15 years until you watch this video, like, yeah, that was 15 years ago. Paula Raceway, otherwise known as Fox Raceway, has been on the AMA series for exactly 15 years. And I thought to myself, you know what? I got some old footage of some old races. And there was a time when Fox Raceway was the last round of the series. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, Hangtown was the opening round of the 2010 series, and it all finished off at Fox Raceway. I unfortunately only have the 450 class, don't have the 250 class from this particular year. If I'm not mistaken, it was Trey Canard's year to win the coveted 250 AMA motocross title, snatching it away from one Christophe Purcell. But I wanted to just kind of go back and sort of look at a few things here and yeah, provide you guys with a little bit of a highlight package, just to sort of go through some stuff and show you exactly sort of what life was like in the motocross world back in 2010. I know you guys can go through YouTube and check out old clips and stuff like that, but I thought maybe this would be a cool opportunity to sort of explain some stuff and get into it. So this is of course 2010. This is Ryan Dungey's year. This is 2010. He wins the Supercross title. Spoiler alert, he wins the outdoor title as well, and he's able to break Ricky Carmichael's rookie record of 10, or at that point it was 9 outdoor nationals in the rookie season. Of course, that was in a 12 round series. This was also a 12 round series. And the man to break that record would be 2023's Jet Lawrence, where he went 11 for 11, 22 for 22 as a 450 rookie and break Ryan Dungey's record. He got it to 10, Jet got it to 11. And yeah, this was an incredible season. Of course, for those who don't remember, Ryan Villopoto wasn't able to race this particular season because he broke his leg in St. Louis during the Supercross series. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that Ryan Dungey already had the points lead at that point, but Villopoto was on the move. One could say that the best 450 racer in 2010 was Ryan Villopoto right up until he ended up going over the bars, and then as he's crashing, the bike actually sort of pushes him into the ground. His back, the bike's flipping, and the back fender just sort of grabs him and tosses him to the ground. I believe it was a broken leg, and that held him out for the entire 2010 series. Kevin Windham gets a race victory that year, and I believe the opening round was won by none other than Michael Alessi. So yeah, he's kind of proving that he could get the job done. He actually did so on a 350. He rolled into the second round. I believe that at that time it was either Hangtown, I think it was Hangtown, or Freestone. And he had the points lead for a very short period of time. It was sort of like, is the 350 a bike to be used in the 450 class? We've now found out that it's completely not. Like, there's nobody that currently does it. Be sort of interested to see if anyone ever really would and actually make an effort to do that again. But I believe the first round went to Michael Alessi, and then round 11 of this series at Steel City. Though I believe it was the last time we ever raced at Steel City. So I guess the continuum, like the overall, the last winner in at Steel City was Kevin Windham, and I'm pretty sure that was his last professional victory back in 2010. So let's dive straight into this, guys. Let's watch some of the videos and the highlights. And also shout out to Jason Wygant. The guy's been doing it for so long, you don't realize this is a very young Jason Wygant. He's probably in his late 20s, maybe like somewhere around 30 here, if 30. And yeah, sounds great. I don't know what kind of pants he's wearing in the opening shot there with Kevin Windham. I think he's got some sort of parachute, like kind of maybe some Dickies or something going on. I don't really know, but either way, check it out, guys. This is Paula 2010.
AMA Motocross is a demanding test of man and machine. It is is a sport where only the strong survive. The brave lead the way. And champions are held aloft as the ultimate symbol of success. It is to this end that the world's best motocrossers span the country, competing on the famous racetracks where legends have left an indelible mark on the sport's history. Today, Paula Raceway in Southern California becomes a part of this great American sport. The final round of the 2010 Lucas Oil AMA Pro Motocross Championship starts right now. Hello everyone and welcome to Paula Raceway. This is the heart of motocross, Southern California, on a brand new racetrack that we've never held an AMA National on before. Jason Wygant, of course, joined by four-time AMA National champ Jeff Emig. Talk about racing here at this brand new facility.
Well, this track is really difficult. It's difficult on the man and machine. It's so soft and sandy, silty in spots. For Moto 2, the track's going to be extremely rough and physical, and it really has taken its toll on the machines also. It's been hard to get the bikes dialed in and get those chassis setups perfect.
Now we've completed 23 of the 24 motos for 2010. Here are your series points as we run heading into the grand finale. Dungey got the championship locked up, but there were a lot of other battles. Metcalf and Short and the Privateers, Regal, Sipes, Chisholm.
Well, this Metcalf Short battle really has played out. It's just been amazing, and in Moto 1, that effort that we saw from Metcalf to come through the pack, past Andrew Short, has really shown that on a difficult track like this, that his desire to be second in this championship and to be the first Honda just reigned supreme. Unbelievable ride that he put on.
But for most of these riders, it is turned into a battle for second because Ryan Dungey has been the dominator all year. Let's welcome in the third member of our broadcast team, Erin Bates. We talked to her earlier for the Progressive pre-race report.
Ryan Dungey, the 450 champion, is looking to finish off the dream season. You just won that first moto, Ryan. You're going to go out and attempt to do it again. What are the thoughts and feelings? This is the last time of the season that you're going to be working with Roger DeCoster.
Well, definitely, to just finish it off strong, is always goal, and try to take it just like another race. But Roger's been great. But that's can't be worried about that right now. But had a long, great relationship with them, so it's tough, but life goes on.
Best of luck to you today, putting the icing on the cake. And Ryan Sipes goes at it one last time of the season. Ryan, what a season it's been for you. 8th overall in the standings right now, and you just finished up 4th during that first moto. What is the strategy in the final attack?
Just be smart, We're going to go out here and try to get another good start and run up front again. I think last weekend could have been a podium, but I wasn't very smart, so we'll try to do it this weekend.
Pardon me, 7th overall in the standings after Moto 1, which means you're one of the top privateers out there. Privateers, the backbone of our sport. Guys, back to you.
Double jumps to finish it off.
And to finish it off, how about this? On our last event, Jeff Emig himself on board here with her on board.
This is earlier today. I took a couple laps, and watch how this one ends. This is my second lap. Make a little mistake off the side of the track, and that is the hero to zero moment right there. But I tell you what, it was unbelievable insight because this track is so difficult, especially now in the second moto.
What sacrifice you make as a journalist to take a real soil sample for us. Let's go racing at Pala. Looks like Metcalf on the inside of 24 is going to bump and bang him out of the way and take the lead.
Could it be Brett Metcalf, Geico Power Sports Honda with the whole shot, and Andrew Short, who's been the best starter of the year, in second. This is the storyline for today, is the championship battle for second place between Short and Metcalf, and lit up that these teams have given to the riders.
Dungey makes the move on Regal. He's not going to waste time because some of the fast guns of Short and Metcalf are up front. Look at Regal getting Dungey back. Impressive.
Nice move there on the inside and that step up and then that right hand on the drop off, but this, we're taking the close look here. This is a massive double jump, 3rd, 4th gear, pretty hard on the throttle just to make that. Now you come through. We got the sights on. Townley goes through the banners.
And I don't know what's going to happen there. You're supposed to re-enter the track.
Well,
the safest part.
Re-enter safe spot. That, in my book, that looked pretty clean. Both riders were just out of control. It was just fortunate that neither rider went down there. Fine piece of riding by Townley after the mistake. to keep it back on 2 wheels. And let's take a look at it. See Townley on the outside. Watch him hammer the throttle. Brayton pushes him wide, which becomes inside. He tries to get on the brakes, but there's just nowhere to turn because of those hay bales marking the inside.
So he actually got nudged a little bit by the 23.
A little bit of help, yeah. It's racing by these athletes here in 2010.
Well, we highlighted that there's points battles between pretty much everyone in this pack except Dungey. He's already got the title. So is Dungey's natural momentum able to overcome that, or because these guys got some motivation that he really doesn't right now?
Well, and in this crazy contract year that we have here, there should be a rule now from now that, uh-oh, here comes the pass on Dungey, scrubs a double.
Gets to the inside. Sipes rode a wide bike in Moto 1, couldn't do it this time, so Dungey makes 1 pass.
Yeah, follow up on my thought, I think the team should not be allowed to sign any riders until the final race is over. But, talking about hole shots here, look at Brett.
Let's send it down to Aaron on the track. Aaron?
Well, along with the new venue comes new excitement for the fans, and probably one of the best places to be seated is right here at the Rockstar Makita Hospitality VIP area. Best seats in the house, the view overlooks the entire track, but if you want to be here in the pool, relaxing, chilling off, there is a plethora of beautiful women up here. It's not a bad place to be, I can tell you this much. Hala did a great job at catering to all these fans.
I know there's a pool there, but I'm not thinking cool, I'm thinking hot. Because it's so sunshiny and everything today here in Southern California. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I tell you who's hot, and that's the 24, Brett Metcalf, right now,
Jeff, yeah.
as he is not only trying to secure second place in points in the championship, he's trying to get his first ever win here in the U.S. in an AMA National Moto. And if he could do that, that 2-1 on the day would give him the overall. So this is a very big moment for Brett Metcalf, and he certainly is putting in a great ride right now to 221.1. Dungey is 221.6.
Something reached up big.
Little mental mistake, possibly. Not sure what happened, but taking a look at the 55 here by Kyle Chisholm, who currently sits 3rd, and this will be fantastic moto for him and the Moto Concepts team, and in this battle for the top privateer. Great ride, great way to finish up the season.
Yeah, and it was a great battle all day with he and Regal and Sipes. Really all season, those guys have been keeping tabs on each other. We'll move a little bit further forward. Short has the lead. The difference, though, is if Short goes 3-1 and Dungey goes 1-2, Dungey will still win the overall. So we'll see if Dungey puts his head down and tries to go after the 29 to win this moto or not. They just crossed the finish line area. The gap is 3 points. Then it'd be a 1-point gap, and if Metcalf can get to 5th, he would overtake. Oh, and here it could happen right now. Dungey through the sandwich, into the S-turn, gonna dance down to the inside. No, Short takes it back.
Oh, thought Dungey was gonna fall down there. This is, Dungey could be Brett Metcalf's biggest help here, as the 3-point gap between 1st and 2nd would really help him out. Gain 3 of the 4 points that Metcalf needs to hold on to 2nd in the championship, and Metcalf still sitting back in 2nd. You can see Dungey saying, okay, I've had enough of this. I really am going to try to pour it on right now and take advantage of this situation and get by. But Short, spectacular ride to hold on to 1st.
Dungey around the outside, that'll lead him to the inside. He tries to block Short. Short switches back, side by side as they head to the tabletop. Does Dungey have him closed off? He does.
Well, you can see both riders riding aggressive, riding hard, but showing a lot of respect for each other. In a couple weeks, they will be on Team USA for the Motocross of Nations, which will be back here in the U.S., Lakewood, Colorado, one of the stops on our AMA National Circuit.
All year long, we have had some great moments, and we're going to show you some of the highlights. The first half of our Geico Top 10 Moments of the Year. All right, the series started with Chad Reed bouncing back from a terrible year in Supercross to win the opener in Hangtown and serve notice the championship was going to go through the champion. So well done for the Monster Kawasaki rider. Things were firing for Reed, but they would quickly go the other direction. Ryan Dungey bounces back big time at Texas. Watch this, he makes a pass on Brett Metcalf as Mike Alessi falls. Dungey takes the lead and the win. So now it's Dungey and Reed, both with a victory apiece. We expected a championship showdown between those two, but Dungey won the next race at High Point, and then we headed to Budds Creek, Maryland. Andrew Short won Moto 1, but Dungey battled past Short in Moto 2 to win the overall again. 3 straight wins for Dungey, the rookie beginning to take control of this series. Then we were in the high altitude of Colorado. Josh Grant served notice in Moto 1 by taking the win from Dungey in that race. But Moto 2, no one could stop the number 5. He gets around Short again, beginning to make a habit out of this. Another win for the kid from Minnesota. Forget the championship standings. Now you're just wondering if anyone else can even win a single race. Maybe the best race of the year at Redbud. Townley, Short, Reed, they all took a shot at Dungey. But by the time the checkered flag flew at Moto 2, the kid was unstoppable again. Some newcomers into the tour at Unadilla. James Stewart was back, and Clement DeSalle out of Belgium joined us at Unadilla. DeSalle put up a great race with Dungey in Moto 2. But with this pass, Dungey takes the lead, and in another victory, no one could stop the Dungey Express. Oh, what a great year it is for what the 450 riders are. There's Short in second, and let's send it down to Erin, who's got some high-tech new products in her hand. Erin, what's happening?
That's right. You're taking a look at the Hustle. It's made by Scott Goggles, and it gets introduced in October. My trusty assistant, Jackie, is going to demonstrate how it works. It features the Scott Fit system, which allows the goggle to conform to your face. With just a small adjustment of a flat blade screwdriver, you can adjust the lower face flange 4 millimeters in 4 directions. It's just a one-time adjustment that you have to do. It's the only goggle of its kind made by Scott for a perfect fit.
Andrew Short is in second. He's actually running those goggles right now, so just a little bit more comfort from what is usually a very uncomfortable sport. Rough track, hot days, dust, bruise, pressure, all that. Yeah.
I'm glad it made for good footage, onboard footage for everyone.
And you see how deep those ruts are. Some of the other riders that are going a lap down getting completely stopped in them, hanging up the frame and the foot pegs. No such trouble from Metcalf. We go back to our leader, 1 lap to go. And we've talked about Dungey certainly a lot this year because he has been the one
series once again next year.
Yeah, 2011 is going to be unbelievable because Dungey will be the man with the target, not only on his helmet, but on his back. And he's going to do it again. For the 10th time in 2010, Ryan Dungey is your winner. A new all-time rookie record. 10 wins in 12 rounds. Not a perfect season, but you'd still say it was a perfect 10. Not bad. We'll be back to talk to our winner when we welcome back to Pala. What a great way to wrap up this series and this season. We'll give you the second half of our Geico Top 10 Moments of 2010. Who can forget this? At Southwood a couple of weeks ago, Brett Metcalf and Andrew Short run out of gas on the sand track on the last lap. Ryan Dungey not only wins the first moto, but that gives him enough points to lock up the championship. More on that later. This was pretty exciting. A bad first moto for Dungey at Steel City opens the door for Kevin Windham to win the overall. That's a win for the aged. The 32-year-old taking his first win in 3 years. Very popular with the fans. But how about today's action? What a debut for the brand new Pala Raceway here in California. This track opened in April of 2009. And not even a year and a half later, here they are hosting a world-class event on and off the track. Great stuff to see here at Pala. But of course, the ultimate highlight for the year, the phenomenal performance of the number 5, Ryan Dungey, capturing the AMA Pro Motocross Championship in the 450 class. And he did it in dominant fashion, 10 wins in 12 races. Check out your final series points here. Dungey with a huge gap over second and third, but that was a close race. Metcalf is going to edge out Andrew Short for second in the series by just 5. Let's send it back down to the podium with Erin Bates.
There is a lot of fan support here for.
There you have it, guys. Pala 2010. Let me know in the comments what sort of surprised you from the broadcast a little bit, some of the memories that got brought back. Maybe you were racing at the time. Maybe you went to one of the nationals in 2010. Would love to hear your memories from this particular year. Maybe you weren't even watching the sport at the time, and this was all new to you. Would love to find that out as well. You can find all Big MX Radio podcasts on YouTube as well as iTunes and Spotify. Just search Big MX Radio. You can also follow along on social media at Big MX Radio on absolutely every piece of social media, whether you're on TikTok or Instagram. or Twitter for that matter. Go check us out. But yeah, this was a lot of fun, guys. I love going through these old races. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more of this in the future. Would love your feedback, and yeah, if there's someone that a like-minded individual that you think would have enjoyed this episode or this piece of content, share it with a like-minded individual. Don't be a hoe. Share the show. And yeah, hopefully you guys are getting some throttle therapy this weekend or one of the weekends coming up. But yeah, have yourselves a great rest of your day. And as always, thanks for watching.